What's going on with dance and stuff? What's happening with dance and things? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on with dance and stuff? Click it.
Welcome back to the Dance and Stuff Show, episode 5, take 1 and only 1.
You know who's really the most talented?
Beyonce. I know.
It is, you know who actually has their finger on the pulse? Beyonce. When you watch it and the costumes, there's 200 performers.
Whoa.
And they have a yellow look and a pink look.
I saw a clip, and I saw when Solange came out in her beaded number, fringe number.
You know what I love watching? People walking.
Stomping
down a treadmill runway. It's so good. And she really, Beyonce, we love you. Thank you.
Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for ordering 2,500.
Well, she got them in
bags.
Pink and yellow because those were, and that was amazing that's what you gave the entire company crew for their closing night gift.
Can't even sit at this table with you.
Well, you're working a lot. I'm also working a lot, but I'm on a manic upswing, so I feel okay right now. It's nice. When I'm on the manic upswing, it's really good.
Waiting for mine. Christopher Robin. The Ewan McGregor, Winnie the Pooh, what have you.
Oh, yeah? I haven't seen that.
So boring.
I
couldn't be more boring.
But
Tell me the plot.
Ewan McGregor is taking a shower.
No.
And we see that
not
like
what
it's
you
kind
hope
of like
it is.
steamy glass.
No.
And then he steps out and we see a full frontal shot
That's
of Ewan
Wild
McGregor.
Things.
If you ever, well, that's Kevin Bacon in Wild Things. But Christopher Robin's all grown up. He is kind of sad because he works a normal job and he has just become a cog in the wheel of capitalism. He's lost touch with fantasy and therefore his heart. All of a sudden, this like stuffed animal fat bear from his childhood called Winnie the fucking Pooh shows up, and he's able to rediscover magic, love, and ends up eventually somehow with a woman.
Literally everything was perfect, except for that he already was with the woman in a joyless marriage with a child who he was like teaching to be extremely efficient. But then he finds
joy, and his marriage turns around, and she switches from shrewish to lovely, and his son switches from like shut down, whatever. Like his child switches from like shut down, kind of spooked out to playful and exuberant. Bullshit.
But guess what? The CGI stuffed animals look great.
Do you know that I did a children's theater production of Winnie the Pooh?
Sounds tedious.
When I was 19, and I remember someone telling the theater that they would appreciate it if their children wouldn't see the characters from Winnie the Pooh smoking in costume before the show.
Were you Eeyore? No.
No, that's who you would be. Rabbit.
Oh, but Rabbit's not a stuffed animal. Rabbit's a real rabbit.
Guess how I played Rabbit?
Like
I decided
cunt.
to play Rabbit like Mommy Dearest. And I would hold my carrot like a cigarette and just be really, like, horrible. And the kids loved me.
Oh, Owl is also a real animal. There's a scene where he's floating down a stream in the movie, and he's like, he sees Christopher Robin. He's like, hello. And Christopher Robin is like, what's that? Should I get you? He's like, I'm about to fall down a waterfall.
Yeah, that's you. Reed has 2 city premieres. That's what I like to say. Reed has 2 city premieres coming up. Reed and Harriet presents Pam Tanowitz and Justin Peck.
It's a gala in our honor. They're printing our faces on balloons and cupcakes for the gala. It's a theme.
That would be incredible. Pam is making a piece called I Finally Got It. And Justin is making a piece called Here's Another One.
They're like, oh, well, we're excited to have you working with us for the first time. And Pam goes, well, actually, I'm actually back. I'm returning to work at New York City Ballet. Because many years ago, I used to work serving coffee in the green room.
Let the river run, let all the Pam, you're our working girl. You really just...
Isn't that insane? And she used
Yeah.
to do that so then she could, like, sneak in and watch the ballets.
Yeah, I've just gone in there. You know?
Okay.
Because I'm like, look at these diamonds and pearls, honey. And they're like, oh, you must be a donor. I'm like, that's right. And then I go on and I'm like, free coffee, please. I'm about to see Stravinsky Violin Concerto. And they're like, who's this queen?
It's you.
And I'm like, that's me. I'm like, anyone who want to do a Ouija board and talk to Jerry?
There's
What?
a room at State Theater, which I think is that room. And when you go inside, the walls are painted like a Japanese cherry grove.
Do you know what I immediately saw?
What?
The walls at the Haunted Mansion in Disney, where it's these portraits of people, and then as they start talking about how the people died, the portraits all start going up, and it shows what's underneath them that killed them.
Why? Because they're projected? How does it happen?
Why are you making this so complicated? It so makes sense.
I don't know.
But anyhow, that's why I pictured it at State
I still
Theater.
don't understand it.
You've never been to the Haunted Mansion at Disney World?
Never been to any Disney's. So that's my cross to bear. That's my childhood. I've never.
I
want
to take you.
I'm not against it.
Would you go?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a special ask, considering we make literally no money from this. If you would like to send Reed, Jeremy, and I to Disney World or Disneyland, we'll document it. I will definitely try to talk to the people in the costumes about what their labor is like and how that relates to choreography.
I will demand hugs.
He'll get a hug from every animal, and you could make that happen.
Manicured paths.
Uh-huh.
I want to eat everything. I want to eat elephant ears. I want to eat funnel cake. I want to eat any fried dough.
You know, and they have the best, like, pineapple sherbet, I feel like. I have this incredible, like...
Allergic to pineapple.
MGM is over here.
You've been there a lot.
So, my mother was obsessed with Disney World, and I have been there 13 separate times.
No!
Yeah, we never took a family trip anywhere except to Disney World. As I became goth and depressed, it was not a great place for me because I'd be all in black, SPF 80, sunglasses, and then she'd be like, let's go to the parade. And I'd be like, no.
Well, we could also go to LA and stay with Aunt Jane and then drive to Anaheim and go to Disneyland, which I know is smaller, but...
I mean, I've never been to Disneyland.
Well...
But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to send us there, rate.
You know,
rate
stars
what?
or whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
rate,
give us a
review,
lot
and
of
subscribe.
stars.
That's what they say. Rate, review, subscribe. RRS. And
Rate,
then
review, subscribe to Dance and Stuff Show. I mean, hopefully you're watching
buy a
this.
tote bag.
Buy a tote bag.
We loves you.
Put your hands on the table for that. Let's do another take of that.
We loves you. Come back again sometime.
You'll love the Haunted Mansion ride at Magic Kingdom. I think I'll still love that ride. Also, if you're watching and you want to send us to Disney World, can you get us the thing where you pass the line? I hate waiting in a line. But that's when you have your pineapple sherbet.
Or your elephant ear. Is it a Mickey
What
ear?
is an elephant ear?
It's a big, huge piece of fried dough covered in cinnamon sugar.
Oh, you know what also, but you know what's really good? Is
What?
the Mickey Mouse ice cream face. Where it's a face of Mickey Mouse and it's made out of ice cream. Yeah, just eat
Is
that.
it on a stick?
I don't remember. You know what else is that I loved there was the dried astronaut dessert.
Ice cream.
What is it? Astronaut ice cream.
Astronaut ice cream.
I want that astronaut ice cream.
Do you think they really did eat it in space? They did. I'm sure they give them treats up there because it's so traumatic.
Can you imagine
No.
being in outer space?
I used to, as a child, be like, it's so unfair that like only such a few people get to go to space, and now I'm like, I would never want to go because now I've gone there in my dreams, and I'm like, absolutely not. It's terrifying.
When someone's like, have you ever wanted to go to such and such? She's like, oh, well, I've been there in my dreams. And I can say, no, I really don't want to go there. I had a terrible time.
It was too
That's
scary.
so good. I went there in my dreams, and you know what? I had a really bad time. So I don't want to go there.
Not
Sucked.
interested. I looked back at the Earth and I said, too far.